Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new, my name is Mal and I'm the owner and maker of Made by MANIANDMAL. In today's video, we're going to be doing a super simple and easy design. We're going to be making a Valentine's Day themed tumbler and we're going to do a glitter drip on it. Now, I have done lots of drip cups on this channel before, but I've never done a glitter drip. So I got some new glitter from PDB that I just fell in love with, and I wanted to use it in a Valentine's Day design. I know that doing drips on cups can be super intimidating, so I hope that this tutorial helps you feel a little bit more comfortable doing them. If you like the video, please make sure you hit that big thumbs up button and make sure you are subscribed to my channel so you don't miss any new videos. I upload every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. All the products I'm using in this video are listed and linked down below in the description box as always. I've also got links to all of our social media, our Facebook group, Patreon group, and of course I've got some discount codes down there for you as well. Okay, I think that's it. I hope you enjoy the video. Let's go! We're going to be using a 24-ounce taper from Craft Haven for this design, and I'm going to base paint it using Gloss Grape from Rustoleum. The glitter we're going to be using is Hopelessly Devoted. This is a new color from PDB, and it is gorgeous. So here's my base painted cup. I'm going to let this dry and just go right into my epoxy drips. I'm not going to do a coat of epoxy in between the paint and the drips. I'm going to mix up 30 milliliters of a little extra ink epoxy. Make sure that you're mixing in a cup that's bigger than what you're mixing. So if you're going to do 30, I would recommend mixing in a cup that holds more than 30. So I'm using a 60 milliliter sized cup because when you add your glitter, the volume of the epoxy is going to increase. So once I mixed it up, I let it sit for about 30 minutes just to let it thicken up a little bit. And now I'm going to add my glitter. And as you can see, I added quite a bit of glitter. I really want this to be like a full coverage opaque drip. So I ended up adding even more glitter. I don't want you to be able to see like clear epoxy or the paint through the drips, if that makes sense. So don't be afraid to go heavy-handed on the glitter. I mixed it all in really well, and then I set it aside for another 30 minutes. I really want this to be thick. So after 30 minutes, that's what my drips looked like. So a full hour of my epoxy sitting basically to get this consistency. Now the key to getting this perfect is patience. The first time I did this, I did make this cup twice. The first time I did it, I didn't wait long enough. I was too excited to like get the epoxy on there, and the epoxy wasn't thick enough, so the drips just went all the way to the bottom of my cup. So make sure that you're waiting long enough, but not too long. You don't want your epoxy to get so thick that it doesn't drip down. So the perfect amount of time for this a little extra ink epoxy was about an hour. I would not recommend using fast set for this unless that's all you have, but you'll probably have to work really quickly. So I would just use regular. Anyway, once my epoxy is at the right thickness, I'm going to take my popsicle stick like you can see here, and I'm just spreading this in a line on the top rim of my cup. As you can see, I'm not letting it drip down yet. I just want to get this first little line of glitter on the entire rim of the cup, and then I'm going to stand it up and let it start to drip a little bit, and then I'll go back in and add the rest of my epoxy. I did use all 30 milliliters on this drip, so now as you can see, I'm going back in with more epoxy in certain places, and you can see how thick it is on that rim. It's going to drip down pretty quickly, but not so fast that it is, going to go all the way to the bottom like it did the first time. But I'm just going to go around and continue adding and building up this epoxy. Remember that epoxy is self-leveling, so it will all even out in the end as you go. It won't look like you layered drips on top of each other. So after about 20 to 30 minutes of it sitting, this is what the drips looked like. I let it sit about an hour total, and then I put the cup on my turner and just let it spin for about 4 hours. And then I added a thin coat of epoxy to the entire surface of the cup, drips included. That coat was maybe like 10 milliliters. Hit it with my torch to pop any bubbles and let that one spin about 6 to 8 hours. So now at this stage, we have one full coat of epoxy on our cup and we're ready to go right in with our decal. I created this little Cupid's Brewing Company love potion like little logo. I was trying to figure out what kind of decal I wanted to put on this. It gave me big Valentine's vibes, but it also was kind of like dark vibes. I don't know if that makes sense, but it just popped into my head like, oh, love potion. It's dripping out of the cup. So I created this cute little decal. This is available in my digital shop on Etsy. Both the offset and the regular decal are included in that file. So I cut this out of this like holographic, almost red vinyl from Tech Wrap Craft. And then for the offset, I'm using a silver chrome vinyl from Platinum Craft Vinyl. So I just layered those together before I put them on the cup just to make it easier. This silver chrome vinyl is so hard to get off the backing. It was so frustrating. So I would recommend using something else. It's really pretty. It's just a big hassle. Also, the Co. in Brewing Company, it didn't weed properly either, so I just recut it and added it later. So just ignore that. So once I had it on the cup, I added the Co. to finish off the red decal, and then I sprayed it with a clear coat using matte spray from Rustoleum. So now my decal is sealed in, and I'm going to finish off the bottom of the cup. So I'm going to use UV resin for this in the same Hopelessly Devoted glitter that we used for the drip. I'm going to put about 5 milliliters of this UV resin into a mixing cup and then add some glitter, and I'm going to mix that together. And I really want this to be really thick. Like you can see it just kind of congeals up there and it's not super liquidy. That's what I want. So I'm going to just put this right in that little indent circle that we have on the bottom here just to even out the bottom. This is going to help us get a smooth finish on the bottom and kind of tie everything together. Like you can see a little bit of the glitter from the top at the bottom of the cup. So I'm just spreading this out with my popsicle stick, making sure it's as even as possible. And then I'm going to go in with a gloved finger and clean up any of the epoxy that got on that outer circle, that outer rim part. And then just make sure that all of my spots are filled in and that it is as smooth as I can get it. And then I'm going to put this under my UV lamp for a full 2 minutes to cure it. And once it's cured and all dry, I'm going to go into a coat of epoxy on the entire cup. This one is about 20 milliliters of a little extra ink epoxy, and I'm going to just spread it all over the surface of the cup. Everything is sealed, so you don't need to worry about glitter spreading or anything like that. I hit it really well with my torch to pop any bubbles, and I'm going to let this spin about 8 hours before I apply the final coat. So that is it for this tutorial. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure you hit that thumbs up button. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below as well so you don't miss any of my new videos. I upload every single Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Okay, love you. Bye. All of the everything I'm using. Okay. Get it together. Okay. Why did I say that so slow? Let's go!